Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're watching this, you have reached the spiritual life of Indigenous you. And hey, how are you? How are things? I know I have not been doing a lot of videos as of late, where I sit down and talk about spirituality, what I've learned spiritually, or how I've grown spiritually, or what's going on in my life in general. Um, I know I haven't necessarily been committed to that. I've been in reflection mode, hermit mode, pretty much. And I apologize if I look like I'm looking at the camera and then I'm not. I'm on my phone, so I had to do. I'm being called to do this right now. But what's been going on with me lately is just been working on working on my poetry and starting to actually jot things down as much as I can. Uh, but I received a few channeled messages over the course of, a few weeks, a few months, and they've been really nagging at me to talk about it now. But in the way that they did it was via dream, and this dream literally had to do with me being in line. Not an uncommon thing for me. Being in line is not an uncommon thing in my dreams at all. But I was in line and I was I wasn't sure why I was in line. However, I looked down and I was holding sheets, and these are like bedding sheets. They weren't cheap; they were very expensive, and they were very nice. And I was in line getting ready to sell them. And what happened was there was this lady who was in front of me. Technically, she was I was the fifth or sixth person in line, and she was already being helped at the counter. And all I remember her doing is going, "Why am I only getting this much? These are blankets. These are good blankets. What am I going to do with this? How am I going to feed my children with this?" And the lady at the front was like, I'm sorry, ma'am, but unfortunately, we're not taking blankets. We already have so many blankets. We're stocked. We're not taking anymore." And I felt so bad for her, and I wanted to help her and say, hey, just take this one. She has her family. Blah 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 blah. I was actually going to stand up for her. And in my dreams, I actually stand up for people. I have more gall in my dreams. Don't get me wrong, I stand up for people in real life, but uh, it's it's in this case, it was just when I'm in my dream world, I know that I'm in my dream world, so I know how much more power I have um, over my dreams and what the circumstances that are going on within them. However, I couldn't say anything to this woman. I couldn't go up and protect or defend her in this sense. I was made to watch. And somehow I ended up being the fifth or sixth person to the next person due to someone saying something and their voice sounded so familiar that I had to turn around and I was like, so and so, oh my God, it's so good to see you. I hadn't seen this person in a few years, honestly. And I said, I was just thinking about you. I was going to call you up, see what you were doing, how things were going, and just chit chat. And because of that, the line moved very fast. The line moved very fast, and I was the next person. And I was selling my sheets, and I gave the sheets to the lady. And I was noticing during the time that I was talking to uh, my friend that I hadn't seen in a while that she was, buying the sheets and giving out good money, a good chunk of money to those. to those people. And when I got up to the front, she said, "Oh, these are the sheets." And mind you, my sheets were expensive. And I didn't necessarily care how much I got, but it could have been more than what I received. And so when I gave her the sheets, she goes, "Oh, here you go." And she gives me a coin, two coins, what looked like a quarter or a half dollar. Those of you who don't know what a half dollar is, it's literally a coin that is about this, literally about this big. It's like a 50 cent piece, and a five in a quarter. Like she gave me 75 cents. So it seems like she gave me 75 cents. And I was going to take the money. I wasn't thinking at all because I was so ecstatic, first of all, to just, see my friend and just be like, da, 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 da. And I stopped and I paused and I said, wait a minute, this doesn't seem right. And I was going to keep on going, but something said, no, turn around, say something, and see what happens. So I said, ma'am, I don't understand why I received this when all the other people who had sheets were being, you were giving them a good amount of money. And I didn't say, did your stock, are you already stocked? I just said, I just noticed that you were giving out a lot more money. And she goes, oh, you're right. You're right. She thought I didn't see what she was doing. She thought I wouldn't catch on. And I did. I caught on. And I didn't say it in a mean way. I said it exactly the way how I said it. But I had more of a discerning look saying, don't mess with me. And she comes out and she says, here you go, with the water cash. And she gives me like a good amount of money. I didn't care how much. She could have given me five $1 bills, and I would have been satisfied. I just knew I needed the extra cash to get gas or something like that. So she ended up giving me a good amount of money. But here's what was interesting: the money, the dollar bills, they were gold. They were gold bills, which was very strange because now I'm just realizing this. These were gold bills. So I didn't think much of it, and she gave me the money. She said, "Hold on, I have something else for you." At this point, I was kind of annoyed because I caught her in this little scheme that she was trying to play, and she gives me this bracelet. Now I don't know anything about the bracelet just yet because I have not really sat down and take the time to actually think and ask and allow my higher self to give me that answer. However, I remember waking up and asking what was that all about. And immediately, not even 20 seconds after me asking, I get, the tables have turned. Now you will see. Even though most people have never seen, what's been going on, if people are getting their justice, you know, I never got it. I never got an apology for a lot of things, to the point where now I don't expect an apology. I don't expect it at all, because whatever happened, most of it, I'm like, it happened. I'm done. Whatever. Move on. But I'm getting, now people who have not gone through the dark night of the soul are going to go through it and then some. So that means the tables have turned. They're going to go through it. They're going to go through their chaotic moment. There's a lot of truth that's going to be revealed, and most of them will not be able to handle that truth. Everybody wants honesty. Everybody wants something until they get it and realize it was too much for them. The universe is not cold for nothing. They don't say that it's not that it's cold for nothing. They don't say that. The universe does not discriminate. If you have not reflected at all and you continue to do the unscrupulous things to people who did not deserve it, I wish you the best, because what I have seen, and this is like, this is not what I have envisioned, what I have seen, what I've been dreaming about. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. I do not wish anything on anybody. I do not wish any ill will or what I've been through on anybody. And they're going to go through what they've done to their victims and then some. However, on the flip side of that table, on the other side of that table, is for those who have reflected, for those who are still in practicing reflection and reflecting on their day, or going to out of their way and helping others and having more compassion and empathy and so on and so forth. Expect the unexpected in a good way, and no, it's not going to happen in the way you think. Just let it happen. Just let it go. Just let it go. Let it be a chef. Let it be a chef's kiss. Okay. Let it be a chef's kiss, because this is the universe actually gifting. This is the Most High gifting everyone that have actually done and listened. They listened to their higher selves. They listened and reflected and actually learned compassion and put out empathy, put out love. Spirituality is not an easy thing. I'm telling you, it's not. It's not an easy thing. And necessarily, I don't even know if I can necessarily say that I'm spiritual. I'm putting a label on it, but I'm just, I'm just a soul in a meat suit walking through space and time and living this life. Okay. That's all I am. And all I can do is live this life with empathy, with compassion, with love, with peace. And a lot of people is like, everybody talks about love and peace and spirituality and da 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 da, and it's not this. No, it's not. You're mistaking love for happiness. You're mistaking love for happiness. Love is not happiness. Love is compassion. Love is empathy. Love is actually not just, I shouldn't say love is not compassion. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say love is not happiness. Love is everything. Love is everything. You have to understand, love is everything. And when you love yourself, and it's taken me some time, I'm still learning to love myself. When you love yourself, shit, you feel like you're on cloud nine. And sorry if that clap was too loud, but that's literally, it's a chef's kiss from the universe. That's all I can say to you. All I can say to you. And I apologize if I don't have, tarot cards to give you. That's kind of one of my downfalls is tarot cards. I do my best. I'm still learning tarot myself. But when I channel and I have to get a tarot card, get the tarot card and I wanted to confirm the tarot card kind of screws me up. I second guess myself. And I don't want to second guess my channeling. So, just ride the wave. Ride the wave, because you are standing against the tides. Let me tell you something. You are parting the Red Sea. You're parting the Red Sea. If I had to go biblical on you, my bad. I'm not a Bible person, but hey, I did go biblical. You're parting the Red Sea for yourself. Let the universe gift you with the chef's kiss. All right. Love and peace, baby. Bye.